Hey guys, Marsingin here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so today we are going to do a 200% leader skill showcase for Prime Battle LR Frieza. So for the longest time after he got his EZA, he was probably hands down regarded the best free-to-play unit in the game. Definitely the best free-to-play LR. He's probably still right up there. Like when Physical Roshi was released during the 6th anniversary, he was really the first major one that presented any competition. And of course now you could probably say the Physical LR Ginyu Force are pretty up there as well, just because of their utility as a support unit, whereas obviously Frieza doesn't provide any support. He's just a hard-hitting, like, damage dealer unit, I guess, if we wanted to assign him a role. So, obviously, mine is full level 10 links. He is a free-to-play LR, so obviously he is Rainbow. Mine is mostly crit with a little bit of additional. I feel like I did that before his EZA, and maybe I would change that, because his 12 key super, he greatly raises attack and defense for one turn. So greatly raising defense is obviously really useful. And then his 18 key super is mega colossal damage and greatly lowers attack and defense. So outside of something like Super Battle Road, the lowering attack and defense is not really super useful. So greatly raising defense on his 12 key is obviously the much better super attack effect. So I think if I went back and redid his hidden potential, I definitely would give him some more additional. But remember that he gets an okay amount of attack. It's like 50%, right? It's not a lot. But he gets 3 key and an additional 50% as the first or third attacker in the turn. He gets attack 50% when performing an Ultra Super. And he gets an additional 3 key when attacking super class enemies. So if you're attacking a super class enemy and you're in slot 1 or 3, he gets 6 key, which is really useful. So here on this turn, obviously we don't have a great setup. He can't link with transforming Frieza until he's transformed at least once, because they have the same name, right? They're both a first form Frieza. We do have big bad bosses here though, but yeah, 3 links active. Starts off with 150k defense, and remember that's with the 40% support that he gets from the third form Frieza. So let's see what kind of attack stat we get from him here. 5.64 on the first turn is pretty good. Once we get him set up with a proper link partner, and then of course the support as well, and if maybe try and get a bit more key, so we can actually get him up to 24 key and get the full multiplier, then I think he's going to be looking pretty good. He's a unit that has definitely seen a lot of use for me since he got his EZA, but obviously now I feel like in some of the harder content he is starting to show his age a little bit, especially when it comes to defense. I've talked about quite a lot recently in team building guide videos, like Terrifying Conquerors Super Battle Road, the Wicked Bloodline Super Battle Road, when I was making the guides for them, and talking about the Prime Battle Frieza, is the fact that sometimes in some of the harder content you probably just want to deliberately go for his 12 key super, so you get that greatly raising defense, because in some of the harder content now, he's just not going to have enough defense in order to hold his own. And obviously, even if you're getting that 12 key super, if you're doing like the legendary Vegeta event, for example, and you get hit with the final flash from Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, it's not going to matter. Even if you double 12 key supered on that turn, Frieza is going to get absolutely annihilated, because judging by the defense we saw on him have on turn 1, even if he double supered, he's going to be under 300k defense. So type disadvantage, taking that super attack from Blue Evolution Vegeta, it's going to be GG right there. But obviously he's a free-to-play unit, and for a free-to-play unit he is still a very strong option. We talked about this in previous videos. I think I talked about it while we were doing the Ginyu Force showcase, but it does seem like the harder a unit is to get, the better they perform, right, in terms of like free to play EZAs. So here we are going to get enough key to go up to the full 24, so this will be interesting to see, because yeah, Prime Battle Frieza, not only did you have to have 6 units EZA'd to make the team to do his event, so yeah, we're up to like 6.5 now, which is pretty good. You had to have 6 units EZA'd for the team to do his Extreme Z area, but one of those units had to be the Easy A Prime Battle Goku, who you also needed to have a team of 6 Easy A units to do his event. So like for a new player, if you've only just started the game, there's a lot of work that you have to do if you want to get Prime Battle Frieza Easy Aid. Like even obviously Prime Battle LRs in the first place, the fact you have to grind up 777 of the last set of medals to awaken them to LR, and then of course if you want to Dokkan responsibly and get them to SA20 without using Kais, you got to get another 777 medals. So it definitely requires quite a lot of work in order to get Frieza not just to LR but also to actually get him like Easy Aid. So hopefully that's something that they will continue in the future. Like the Prime Battle Trunks, you didn't need one of the other Prime Battle LR's Easy Aid. You just needed a free-to-play Easy A team. So Prime Battle Trunks is good, but I didn't see anyone, like when he came out, nobody was like, oh yeah, he's better than Prime Battle Frieza. So maybe it'll be interesting to see if Cell or Vegeta, depending on which one's next in line, if you will require Trunks to do their Extreme Z Battle event, because then obviously that would maybe give us a little bit of hope that that unit is going to be on this kind of same level as Prime Battle Frieza and the Ginyu Force. Obviously better than they are right now, but in terms of when they released, like this Frieza was hands down like the best free-to-play card in the game. The Ginyu Force have just come out, and as I said, they're definitely like in contention to take that spot. So if the next Prime Battle Easy A is going to require all of those things, then obviously it's he has a lot of potential. So we get a bunch of extra links active. We share 5 links with Cooliza. So Cooliza is an interesting unit. He does infinitely stack defense, but we haven't got many super attacks off with him. And of course, if we do this and put Frieza in the middle, we don't get that all of that extra key. We also don't get the extra attack as well. Because that's the other thing, the extra key, I always forget about the attack, but we get the extra 3 key, but we also get, it's 50% defense, sorry, not attack. And obviously, as I was saying, he kind of needs that extra defense, but he's got a lot of support on this rotation, 200k defense, that's actually pretty solid here. Yeah, let's get a super attack in for Cooliza, let him start, because we need him to stack, really. Hopefully he's not going to get super attacked in slot 1 here. We're still attacking a super class enemy, so we're still going to get 3 key in the middle. So we're only, what, 2 key away, like 22 key or something like that? So we should still see a very good number from Frieza. Yeah, 8.3 million. Yeah, that's a bit more like it. Yeah, okay. 8.3 million is pretty good. Now, obviously, he's a Rainbow LR, but he is free to play. So I would say that that number is pretty solid. And 200k defense as well is not the worst. Obviously, it's not like crazy good, especially for more difficult content. But, I mean, 200k, like I said already, if you're in some of this more difficult content, you can deliberately go for the 12 key super in order to get that greatly raising defense. Because then on that previous turn, after supering, he's going to be at like 250k, which, again, well, I should say probably around close to 300, because he had a lot of support on that rotation. So him getting the extra 50%, it's not 50% of the exact number, I believe, is the way that works. So he would have had under 300k, but not like super far off. Maybe 275-ish, which is okay. But again, super difficult content, especially if it's an AGL enemy. He's probably going to be taking quite a lot of damage, but I mean, he's got a good link set. He's got big bad bosses. He's got that extra bit of utility with the fact that he can lower attack for like Super Battle Road whilst getting his 18 key. I've talked about this in the past with units like Physical LR Bardock. I like it when LRs have useful effects on their 18 key super, so you don't have to like decide to do their weaker super attack because you want to take advantage of that effect. Now obviously Prime Battle Frieza is kind of a bit of both because he has the defense raise on the 12 key. But yeah, this Tech Frieza is another unit that he shares 5 links with. Not the same 5 though, so we can do this. So this is a pretty good rotation for him. Although I guess we'll have to put you in slot 1, won't we? So we're missing out on Fear and Faith and Legendary Power. And here we miss... Oh yeah, we definitely need big bad bosses. I mean, come on. If we're going to have a link active, it's got to be big bad bosses. So we're going to get the 6 key in the first slot here. We got some support, so we should be looking pretty good. We get all of our buffs, yeah, 6.6. Obviously not going to stack up to the same double support unit rotation, but I mean, yeah, full power Frieza, Prime Battle Frieza, still looking pretty good. On like a Wicked Bloodline sort of build for Terrifying Conquerors, or just a Wicked Bloodline team in general, or Sworn Enemies with full power Frieza, I feel like this guy could still have a spot on that team. It's just like there are obviously better defensive options, and as you get further into these events, like even in this event right now, like if we put Prime Battle Frieza in that middle slot, I would be very worried about how much damage he's going to take from all of those attacks, especially if one of them was a super attack. So I feel like in that kind of situation, that's where you probably go for his 12 key super, so he can get the defense raised. But I mean, at the end of the day, like I say, he's a free to play unit. A lot of work goes into getting him, not just LR but also fully easy aid, but it definitely is worth it. Like, you have a very, very strong unit if you actually go through the grind and get him. So for newer players, it might seem like a bit of a daunting task, but the unit that you get out of it at the end is definitely very, very good. And the fact that he can go on this Ginyu 200% team, I mean, that's the thing, because he gets that extra buff to his defense and the extra key in slot 1 or 3. It means you could run him as like a third slot floating unit. Now, obviously, depending on how you build the team, he's not going to necessarily link up super well. But on this 200% team, we've already done the showcase video for AGL LR Full Power Frieza. And running him in the rotation of the Int third form Frieza is obviously super, super powerful. And so if you have this guy floating in the third slot, then obviously he's going to get a huge amount of benefit out of that rotation. Now, unfortunately, we've got a very bad rotation here. So I think what we will do, I kind of want to use an item because I'm a bit worried about Tech Frieza, because he's at what, 250k, but we've got type disadvantage. If we get super attacked, we're going to take a lot of damage. I don't know if we would take 580k though, but and then Prime Battle Frieza is 131, because this is now a turn without any support, and we're getting 4 links. One of them is big bad bosses, but 130k is not a lot. So if like Goku super attacks, oh, well, I pressed the auto button instead of the item button, so I guess we're just rolling the dice here, boys. I was going to go ahead and use the Whis, because I'm a little bit concerned about the goings on here, but obviously Tech Frieza gets extra key against super class enemies, so he was able to super 5.38. I mean, considering again this is a turn with no support, 5.38 is pretty decent here for a free-to-play unit. And finally, we actually get a turn where we get the additional super. So 3.2 million, and now that gives him the greatly raises defense as well. So still able to tank for double-digit damage against Super Saiyan 4 Goku is pretty good. And Ginyu, even though this Ginyu's been floating for most of the event, his defense is going to look pretty decent here, especially after a double super. So yeah, overall, I would say Prime Battle Frieza looking pretty good. I want to try and avoid the Dokkan attack on this next turn, but also still get the kill, because then that sets us up for the Dokkan attack with Frieza on the next turn. So let's do this. No super for Frieza, but it means we managed to avoid the Dokkan attack. As long as we don't get screwed over with Ginyu's additionals and crits here, we should be okay. Additional super? Okay, dodged, and then didn't get the additional super. Okay. Alright, come on, Rakuman Guldo. I'm going to need you to finish this man off right here, because getting the Dokkan attack against an almost dead Goku is not ideal. They didn't finish him off. Now, Frieza does have the potential to do additionals, and I did give mine basically full additional. So, can he come in clutch here and finish off Super Saiyan 4 Goku so we can get a Dokkan attack? He got the additional. 1.9, that's probably enough, right? He's got like no health. Yeah, you get the crit as well. I believe he has built-in crit chance as well, so Very, very good. Now we get you to transform into Golden Frieza. I think he still shares... Yeah, he still shares 4 links. And now we have this guy on rotation as well. So... Okie dokie then. So, we get 4 links. You give 3. So, obviously, we get Thirst for Conquest. What does Thirst for Conquest give us at level 10? Attack and defense 15%. That's pretty significant. So, very good link. 166k defense, though. This is the problem. Like, 166k defense is just not enough. I kind of am interested to see how much he would take, but I feel like if we get super attacked in slot 1, we just die. And I do want to see like how much damage he's going to do. So, do I just use an item here? 166k. 166k defense is just not enough. He's going to get that extra 50%, but only when he attacks. So, if there is a possibility that we just get absolutely battered in the first slot here. But we're going to go for it. We're going to see what happens. 45k from normal attack, and then we get supered. So I think we die now. Are we dead here? 569k. Yes, we are. Well, there you go. So, unfortunately, that is as I was saying in the video earlier, that is the weakness of this Prime Battle Frieza. Getting the buff in slot 1 or 3, it obviously makes you want to put him in that slot. But, like I said, I do think when you're going for the more difficult content, you probably just want to have him in slot 3 as a floating unit. But let me know what you guys think of him down below. It's a bit of a shame to end the video that way, but hey, it's a realistic example of what can happen if you take him into... I mean, this is only the GT Goku event as well. So, the Legendary Vegeta event or the Red Zone, like, unfortunately, it's not going to be looking good for Prime Battle Frieza. Still a very good free-to-play unit, but... hey, power creep is a thing. So let me know what you guys think of Prime Battle Frieza down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.